this computer, yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Puglass's Pareidolia. Um, I don't remember what episode. It's fine. This is a special episode. Uh, because today we're gonna do a lost transmission. So I'm gonna save ourselves the recap because I think it's been too long and I'll have to look at notes in the old video. But lost transmissions don't matter for what happens in our main game. So let's get into it. All right. This is the chef's table. You are the East Village Morsels. Once upon a time, you worked at the same Manhattan restaurant together while going to school, learning to cook, or just paying the bills. Each of you grew close, some closer than others, but eventually drifted apart after leaving the restaurant. One of your own, Claude Bonmarie, stuck with with cooking and became a successful chef while the rest of you moved on to other careers, eventually opening his own restaurant. He even earned a couple of Michelin stars. This is for each of you. Claude later made headlines after suffering a nervous breakdown and injuring his sous chef, but he was volatile long before his success. What incident caused you to lose touch with Claude? I suppose this might help. Who are you all playing as the East Village Morsels? I'm very curious. What version of your characters are you playing?
I think I am going to be gender bent Amber. I'm going to be Ambrose Goldberg.
Beautiful. We love it. Hmm.
I will be playing Derek Patel. Um, I think in terms of uh, the incident that sort of made me lose touch with Claude was less on Claude and more on me. I think sort of like we used to be really, really close friends, and because like frankly, everyone around us was just incompetent. And I think it got to the point that where our sort of competition with each other of just trying to be better just got to the point where I think there was incidents of sabotage. As to who started the sabotage, it doesn't really matter at this point. I think I think the incident that nearly followed is one of us almost lost a hand to a meat cutter, and I think with uh with Derek, he just had to step away.
Steph's already done so, but if everyone can update their names, because I'm not going to remember these names, I'm telling you right now.
Chaotic
I
just making a whole new guy over here.
I mean,
I
it's
have
just a version of your character you're playing.
I
True.
I have my reasons.
uh, I think that the reason Ambrose got distant uh, with Claude was because Claude had started uh, talking about this sort of Lovecraftian elder god and was trying to initiate Ambrose into a cult. And Ambrose was not about that cult life, and quickly lost his number.
Um, as my name shows, I will also gender bend Daisy to Daniel. And I think what happened with Daniel was kind of a similar situation to Derek, but I think that Daniel had been taken more closely under Claude's wing, and Daniel didn't have probably had the least experience out of everyone, but was kind of growing and rising in his career really, really, really quickly. And I think there was sabotage, but I think it was more of a, you know, trying to get Daniel out of the game completely rather than like a competitive thing. I don't think Daniel had any idea this was going on or, you know, realized it was Claude until it was too late.
Okay. After the closure of his restaurants, Claude retreated back home to Degoya County. There, he spent years and thousands of dollars trying to recreate the magic he experienced in New York, but could never convince anyone in the food scene to travel to find a fine dining experience in the middle of nowhere. It is now November of 2001, when you've all just arrived in Deep Lake after being invited to a dinner party at Arroyo, Claude's firehouse turned restaurant, with the intention of burying the hatchet and having a fantastic evening of food, wine, and fellowship all on his dime. As you make your way inside the restaurant, you're greeted by Mort Reed, Claude's right-hand man, and the rest of his kitchen staff. Mort escorts you and the other guests to tables. The four tables are numbered, with you all sitting at table three. The wine flows and so does conversation. Eventually, Claude approaches from the shadows in his striking chef's blacks. He explains this evening is a special one. Each and every single person in this room has slighted Claude at one point or another in his life. These people are the architects of his despair, and he has gathered you together to pay for your crimes. He has prepared a four-course meal telling the story of his life, with a twist. Each table must navigate the firehouse and attempt to tell the story of his life through each dish. The first table to answer correctly will live, while the rest make history. Without further ado, the staff lock the doors and shutter the windows, and the party begins. Who's got the highest presence? Let me see. It's a it is a tie between Derek and Daniel. Daniel, why don't you go ahead and answer this for me?
I knew you were gonna do this.
You knew this evening was happening as you recently reconnected with Claude to rekindle your friendship. Why did you come? Why did you not warn anyone? What?
Why are you a terrible person character you just made up? Um,
Helping build your character, don't you see? I'm a
I
helper.
know, nerfing them already. Um, I think Daniel came because I think even after it was revealed that Claude had done everything he could to try and destroy Daniel's career, I think he still had faith in Claude, and I don't think Daniel warned the others because he thinks that this is some elaborate prank or this is just like a big gotcha. Like I don't think he fully understands that this is like an actual deadly fatal event. So I think he kind of has his head in the clouds a bit about this evening.
Yeah. And now I must address you as players, not characters. The morsels can work together and violently confront Claude and his staff. While the others are harmed or killed, the morsels will escape. If they do, you should each narrate a short epilogue for your character showing how they put this traumatizing evening behind them and return to their normal lives. Then, the reasons of the morsel who knew about Claude's plan is a clue the latchkeys can use for an active mystery. If the morsels do not try to escape, that reason is the first clue they find for investigating the mystery of Claude's life. Know that completing this mystery will give your latchkeys access to a new move and special rewards. However, if your morsel is killed, your latchkey must immediately mark the chromatic desert. If you've already marked the chromatic desert, you must mark the pure white signal. So let's go around the table real quick to learn some more about your morsels. Uh, so first, what your character is doing, what your morsel is doing with their life now, and their go-to choice of food.
What if I don't want to try to escape?
That is the second half.
I know. What if I don't want to play?
Oh, too bad. You're in the call. You've consented.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think we'll stay through and play.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sorry, I was being a special kind of person.
Mhm.
Special little guy.
Mhm.
Um,
So Daniel, what are your reasons for knowing about the plan?
um, this is the worst thing about. Um, I don't know if that was ever directly addressed by the questions.
Uh, uh, it asks you, why did you come? Why did you not warn anyone? Um,
Yeah, so Daniel, I think, still has faith in Quad, like kind of regardless of the fact that he had evidence that Quad tried to destroy his career, I think he still trusted him, cared for him, and as saw him as a mentor. And so I think he didn't tell anyone because he thinks that um this is like a prank, like this is a big just like gotcha moment, like Claude isn't actually gonna hurt anyone. Claude just wants to um just kind of give a good scare, kind of like put us in our place a little bit. I am realizing that Daniel is Nicholas Holt in the menu, and I don't feel good about that
because that is.
because we all know how
Tyler's
well he
bullshit.
does in that movie.
Daniel's bullshit.
Mhm.
No, no, not Daniel's bullshit. Oh no.
I've watched that way so many times. It's kind of ridiculous.
I literally just watched it on the plane like a couple weeks ago, so it is fresher in my memory.
It's kind of my go-to if I can't figure out something to watch. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll watch the menu again.
So effectively, Daniel thinks that Claude won't hurt anyone. That is
Yes.
our first clue. That is.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was saying if the morsels don't try to escape, the reason they don't try to escape is the first clue.
Uh, uh,
Wait, hold on.
yeah,
I misread that.
Well, so it says,
yeah. Then the reasons of the morsel who knew about Claude's planet is a clue that the Latchkeys can use for an act of mystery. If the morsels do not try to escape, that reason is the clue for they find for investigating the new mystery of the Claude's
okay,
life.
so it's instead of an active mystery, it is a clue
It's
for
it.
the mystery of Claude's life. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically it's just like okay, it just like turns from a free floating clue for a clue for this mystery.
Yep.
uh
Yeah.
which
If you choose to violently confront Claude, this would end immediately, and we'd snap back to reality.
Mhm.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Oh, she's so mad at me.
All right.
Hey, we're cool with the kids. We
Yeah,
know our
that's a thing that people say.
It's definitely something I care about.
oh no. Um
Hmm.
okay. I will kick things off so we can actually play this dang thing. Um Daniel is running a food truck at one of those like those restaurants by a river where they got like the giant patio outside and you got the food trucks pulled up. I don't like the way that Aaron is nodding
I've been to
at me.
Austin,
I don't know
honey.
if the...
I know what it's like.
Bitch, I'm in Dallas. Leave me alone. Listen, Daniel's bullshit, okay? He would do that.
Is that the name of your
Um
food truck? Daniel's bullshit.
and he only serves like, beef
Oh,
and
it's
bison
Nightmare
and
Fusion food for sure. It has to be
oh,
fusion.
Nightmare Fusion. What's your Nightmare Fusion food? I need to know now.
Like Mexican Scottish, that's pretty nightmarish.
Mexican Scottish? There's a I need to go back, but there's like a Mexican Vietnamese place up here
That
that's
sounds like it would
really
fuck.
good.
I
It's
mean,
really
Viet
good.
Cajun's a thing, and that's delicious. So
Huh. Okay.
yeah.
Go to choice of food. Um See, now I want to go with some fucky Asian fusion because you said it. Um hmm. No, I'll just be a basic oh how specific? Hmm. How specific okay. I'll think about it. I'll let someone else
Okay.
go. I'll come back.
uh Daniel Patel is now in uh has taken a major life shift from being a cook and now is like in uh academia. He is into history. um his go-to choice of food, um it's not that he can have it very often, but like if it is on the menu and he has the money for it, he really enjoys caviar.
Fish eggs.
Mhm.
Wow, thanks, Aaron. Nailed it.
I like fish eggs. They're delicious. I'm more of a salmon roe girl.
So, Ambrose Goldberg is a supernatural debunking podcaster. Uh,
God damn it, Steph.
it's called the Debunk Trunk.
No,
Oh,
no.
Ambrose better not be a manosphere fucking.
Oh,
And
we're just gonna slip into Dead Pill like as a little interlude.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, this is kind of like a foodie dead pill. I mean, if you think about
Yeah,
it.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Wes wrote The Chef's Table and Dead
Yeah,
Pilled, so
Yeah, I was gonna
true.
say, so they'll do that.
uh,
this is their jam.
Ambrose's go-to choice of food is a good old sloppy Joe.
Um, Daniel's go-to choice of food, I would say, is a good old wrap. Good old wrap. Wrap it in a tortilla. Call it good.
All right. So, you technically started, Daniel, and finished, so we'll start with you. Everyone
We
else, including myself, we're going to say one thing we think that Daniel brought to the restaurant, and you're going to add it to your corner of the house, Daniel, just
we
temporarily.
oh
You've kind of, just because of the way you described your character so far, I think you have like one of those absurd chef's knives kits, like
yeah.
made of like meteorite and shit. If you, I think there's this, I can't think of the knife brand, but it doesn't matter. Like just
I,
like
I
some,
I can't either, but I know what you're talking about.
yeah, it's some absurd shit like that, like kitschy as
Good.
shit.
Good. Put meteorites. Just imagine me going to an entire restaurant with a whole chef's knife kit just like rolled up in my.
Can I help you prep, chef?
Oh, I can add the. I don't even know. I couldn't come up with a good thing for this.
Are we going for me next?
Oh, you two guys need to give him
Uh, uh,
items
I,
still.
I, oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, we're doing corner of the house stuff.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't. Oh, okay. Never mind. I think you have business cards for your food truck.
That's a wrap.
Hmm.
That's
It's
that
called
is
That's a wrap.
That's
It's called That's
literally
a wrap.
literally that's the name of my brother's food truck, like food thing he does.
Well, you put me on the spot. You get your brother, I guess. I don't know.
I get along with my brother, that's fine.
Um, yeah. To be fair, it's not a bad name, so.
No, it's pretty all the raps are like themed after movies too, like they're pun
Oh my
names.
gosh.
Yeah. Free advertising for my brother.
Yeah, in good old LA where we're all.
Yeah, he doesn't live out here. He's not here.
Well, that's even harder to.
Forever in Southeast Wisconsin.
Didn't you tell me specifically to not go to your hometown?
That is true. I did say that.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
I did backtrack though and say there's like some really good restaurants and like Mars Cheese Castle, which is like pretty cool. It's a castle full of cheese and there's a
I
bar.
mean, one could have, through context, had
But there's a full bar too. So you can eat cheese and get shit faced because it's Wisconsin.
good old Wisconsin.
Do you like cheese and binge drinking? Welcome to Wisconsin.
I like one of those things. You'll never guess which one.
Do you like the laxest DUI laws in the country?
Uh,
Sorry.
I'm gonna say something kind of insane here.
Shocking.
Shocker from Steph.
I
Yeah.
think you drove your entire food truck.
The food truck is at the restaurant.
Oh no. I would do that, or Daniel would do that. That's a valid.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh
It is
man.
so petty for no reason, too.
Oh no, it is the perfect. This is Nicholas Holt bullshit 1000%. I'm just fully channeling my boy.
I'm just the notion of a food truck parked in the parking lot of a restaurant is goes so crazy.
No, it goes insanely hard.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
What do we think Derek brought to the restaurant? I've got one ready to go because I've thought about
Oh,
it.
pop it, lock it, polka dot it.
Um, I think you have the first draft of your textbook for your class that you are writing because every professor has to make you buy their textbook.
That is fair. Um,
What was Derek's profession again?
Uh,
there's
uh,
academia is all we know.
yeah.
History.
History.
Oh, you said history? Oh, I
Yeah.
missed that.
History professor.
Yeah.
Mystery
Also,
professor more like.
Jinkies.
mystery professor. That's Matthew Wright.
Oh no. Um, Now Matthew can tell us all about his divine calling because he's been possessed by the
Partially, yeah.
angels. Hmm. I think Derek brought a tin of his favorite caviar.
Also an asshole thing to bring to a restaurant. I love this.
You're all gonna get murdered so bad.
Oh no. I don't
No,
want to mark the chromatic desert.
no. Derek brought it because it would have been a nice parting gift on the last terms that they sort of talked. So it's try to make amends, you know? Like just like, hey, I enjoy this sort of food and I want to share it with you.
Let's do shots of caviar together. It's a little.
That's not how you eat caviar.
That's not how you do it.
I
Do a
I watch
line of
last meals,
caviar.
okay? I've seen them all eat it like normal people.
Yeah. I would say that I have seen an uni shooter with caviar on top, but that's
Listen,
like
I'm barely getting into like sushi because I'm already the biggest fan of like raw fish. So, caviar is a stretch even from that.
it's just eggs.
Right, silly me.
Sushi is usually covered in like roe.
Not the kind I've had.
If you ever had little orange dots on your sushi, it is
I've
roe.
never, no, I never have.
What the fuck kind of sushi are you eating?
Get some
Masago's
Totoro
on
Anyway,
like
on it.
fucking
It's good.
everything.
oh my God,
Sorry.
anyway.
Uh, I think I think you have an invitation to one of your students' weddings.
A crazy thing to bring with you, to have on hand, just like, let me look at this. Ah, yes, I'm being invited to places uh,
That
like
is
a great good time.
oh, that says a lot. Anyway, I know immediately what Ambrose has. So so there's this concept of just like, oh God, within like Christian cinema, in which you prepare for the end of the world by recording messages for those who are left behind. And I think Ambrose is the type of person who would have like one of those on a mixtape of just like, oh, so Armageddon happened and everybody got raptured. So you'll have what is going to be called a rapture tape.
Can't wait to see how Steph has to fucking use that.
Hell yes.
I I
Um,
I heard of I heard the very cursed profession. And I was just like, man, I have to have Aaron's back on this, and just give like a very cursed item.
um,
God, there's so many options I can give you. This is hard. This is very
I
hard for me.
I'll be nicer and easier. I think Ambrose brought a mic of some sort with him. I'll let you determine what kind and how big and but a recording.
I know what you brought. I got this. You brought a sage bundle so you can smudge the bad energy in this restaurant.
I love the idea that he runs like a skeptic podcast, but he's actually super spiritual.
So honestly, they are a lot. As someone who watches a lot of this bullshit. All right, I think that is everyone's items. So let's talk about what question you have available currently. Oh, excuse me. Your first question is for the appetizer, pain. The question is, what was the first instance of loss in Claude's childhood? This is complexity two, and the opportunity for these first three courses will all be the same. It is move on to the next course. There is a timer on these courses. If you fail to answer the question in time, the courses advances. Another table answers the question for you. Um, and that will make the final question harder. You cannot use your keys of the past. You can use your keys of desolation, and there's also three keys in the lost transmission itself. There are the keys of hot cuisine. Uh, each morsel describes their favorite guilty pleasure snack and why they feel bad enjoying it. That's the first one. Each morsel recounts a time they cooked for a loved one, only to have their effort go unnoticed or disliked. And the third is each morsel shares their honest opinion on fine dining. I think that is everything on my end. Well, morsels. Oh, another important thing, there is no day and night phase. Day and night moves will occur based on how dangerous the thing you are doing is.
Uh, I imagine that we also don't have our conditions from the main
Correct. You
campaign.
are condition free, and because you
Yeah,
are not your characters.
yeah,
Well, you are, but you're not.
yeah. I made a record of my previous conditions because I imagine once we go back to the main campaign, we will have these
Correct. And I might be a dick and make some conditions come back with you through the weirdness of time.
I will note that I had three conditions,
Oh,
so please have mercy.
don't worry. I have built-in misses and mixed results things I could do, which is advance the courses.
Mm-hmm.
So I will spare you. Well, I just won't make them come back with you. I'll still load you up with conditions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so you have been served your first course. Let me ask you, what type of dish is the appetizer?
Mm.
This is for all of you.
I think I think this one is you choose one for each player to answer, as in like
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's
Um,
four
I
questions.
got it.
Yeah.
I was in my brain. I was like, oh, you pick one for each course. I read it wrong myself. Okay. We'll put this to um, we'll put what type of
Oh
dish
yeah.
is
Choose
it?
one for each player to answer.
What type of dish will go to Daniel? Because you're the kind of foodie in the group. What drink has been paired with? We'll throw over to Ambrose. And what is emphasized in the way it's presented or arranged for Derek?
sorry, which one was mine?
What drink has been paired with it?
Ooh.
Did you write these down somewhere?
Uh,
I'll copy and paste them for you.
Okay. Just so that I know who did.
yeah, we will be doing those questions over and over again.
Yeah.
Which one was
Okay.
mine?
What type of dish is it?
Okay. Goody.
Should we go on break as we think of the answers?
Yeah, that works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's get our questions answered. Daniel, what kind of dish is it?
Um, so the appetizer. Oh boy. Tostadas.
All right. Um, Derek, what is emphasized in the way it is presented or arranged?
Don't mind me because I don't know what tostadas is.
It's an open face sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, first of all, it's like a taco shell. Like it's not a
It's a
sandwich. It's
sandwich.
not bread. It's
It's an
like it's
open
a hard. Okay.
it's an open face sandwich. Yes, that's what it is. I don't care what delivery device it's on. It's a sandwich. Tacos are sandwiches too. Come at
This
me.
is insane. I will come at you.
Okay. I think it's been on each individual plate. It's been separated into four parts. Each one with a different type of filling: meat, vegetable, fish. And I think with each sort of point, the cuts get thinner and thinner before it's just effectively on one is just shredded lettuce, emphasizing the pain and suffering that the head chef has gone through in life.
And last, Ambrose, what drink has been paired with it?
Delicious horchata.
Beautiful. All right. So you've been served your appetizer. What would you all like to do?
Well, I think that the first thing Ambrose is going to do is dig in.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
Hmm. I think if like the sort of like I think I see like the several tables that are around us uh that people there's probably a mixture of people who are sitting down and eating, and I think Derek does not touch the food but eventually sort of crosses his silverware, denoting that he is done with the meal, even though he has not eaten a bite, and is going to head off towards the kitchen.
Oh, all right. As you look around the dining room, there is a hand-painted mural of a desert that wraps around the entire room.
Mm-hmm.
All the tables and chairs are carved from cypress,
Mm-hmm.
and there's some bossa nova music that's playing above. We're gonna paint the scene in the main dining room now. What scenes of your own life are presented here in the mural only with animal characters instead of humans?
I can't believe Wes is also a furry.
Doesn't surprise me. Sorry, Wes.
Damn.
Sorry about it.
To be fair, we're me and Steph are in a group chat with Wes, so I could just be like, I know what you are.
No. I'll tell him that at the between game he's running for me. Be like, I know what you are.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I think there is a snarling wolf that is sort of howling at the moon, trying to chase the ideal that can never be achieved. I think it's sort of just metaphorical for Derek's sort of goals in life, just subtle enough to note that if it were any more blatant or ham fisted, Derek would have not noticed this, but it's such a precision that he would.
I think there is an image of uh, a sheep person on their knees in front of a squid-headed individual.
Steph will not be deterred from the Eldritch Horror.
Um, I think that there is a solitary male lion that is proudly kind of striding through a plain, and there's like a very small, diminutive fox that's like right on his heels. It's like almost underneath him, following.
All right. And you said you're headed to the kitchen, Derek?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you walk into it, none of the staff pay you any mind. They are focused obsessively almost on their work. Um, Claude is in the kitchen as well, obviously, preparing the next course. Um, the kitchen itself has pure black countertops, walls, and floors. Um, all of the appliances are chrome and arranged evenly, and there's it would be an island in a home, but here it's kind of a platform almost for Claude to watch you all eat as he makes you suffer. Let's paint the scene here as well. Despite the constant scouring, what evidence of abuse is ingrained into the kitchen surfaces?
One of the sinks has been painted red to match the blood stains.
I think normally a lot of the sort of cutting stations would be just sort of stone or metal countertop. But however, the particular cutting station, as it were, for vegetables is made out of wood, so you can see the each individual slice of the knife has gone through, and it's beaten and battered. At this point, it should have been replaced probably a few years ago, but it isn't because it's built into the counter.
On the pans on the just hanging over the stove, I think you can see like um permanent handprints on the handles from when people just grab them barehanded to, try and get the dish onto the plate or to the next part of preparation as quickly as possible, and the chef's just burning their hands on it, so you can just like a permanent handhold spot.
Who hasn't grabbed something barehanded out of the oven?
Mhm.
So Derek, you step up to the kitchen and Claude turns to regard you and it was like, ah, Mr. Patel, was my food not to your liking?
Hmm. I find the whole scenario to be unappetizing.
That's
With
simply not possible. We create miracles in this kitchen, don't we? The kitchen responds in unison. Of course we do, chef.
Mhm.
Ask him to make you a cheeseburger.
That is listed as one of his traits. I will.
Yeah.
He's a man of average stature with salt and pepper hair and covered in like lewd and grotesque tattoos. Some perhaps eldritch in nature, unclear. I don't know if Derek is schooled in that particular brand of academia. Um,
It's more hentai than Eldritch, honestly.
Oh no.
Uh, I suppose it's hard to consume things when your own life is made to be a meal for someone else.
you've spent your life consuming the lives of others, haven't you?
Mm. It's a little bit ironic, I suppose, but that is what is society, is it not? To give, to take, to be, to eat, to cook, to be consumed.
Yes, you're all takers, though, aren't you?
Mm. Mm.
What is it you want, Mr. Patel?
I suppose I considered the meal that you laid before it the sort of suffering in its metaphor. I'm not sure if you would have expected to be confronted directly about the pain. Hmm. Hmm. There was a lot of fine cutting within it. But what does it actually truly mean to cut something up? What was cut out of you?
I think this seems like the medley move
Mm-hmm.
with presence. Uh, I could also see reason if you want that.
Probably presence because like
Yeah.
I'm trying not to because like this because again our previous interactions have been volatile, so like I'm trying to not step on any toes right now. So presence, trying to be direct but not confrontational. Excellent, excellent. That is an 11.
Ooh, very good. Let's cut over to Daniel. Oh, excuse me. Daniel, what are you up to?
I'm eating right next to Ambrose, and I think Daniel is like scarfing down, and he looks to Ambrose, and he's like, "My God, I mean, the presentation alone, I mean, just each element bared independently, just vulnerable to the world, just each of them out on their own. It just speaks to such a complex breadth of understanding of pain and suffering."
Yeah, man, I like the guac.
But it's more than just guacamole. It's the sludge by which we trudge ourselves through the mediocrity of and mundanity of life itself, and we are the chip, and we have to scoop out
Mhm.
the
Pretty
the
sure it's
guacamole of
avocado.
life. It's just like, um, how is your podcast going then? Tr bunk the trunk, debunk the
The
trunk,
debunked trunk.
the debunk trunk. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going pretty well. I have a special coming up soon with popular ghost hunter Zach Hagens, and that'll be pretty fun to debate him. Because none of the stuff that he does on his show is like actual investigation, you know. It's all stage. It's all sleight of hand, you know. They never really get in there and like expose their chakras to the spirits.
You know, I was just thinking that Claude and Zach Higgins are actually really alike because they both kind of have this deeper understanding of the world. And like they kind of just want to expose us to the meat of just like spirit and higher thinking, and they can put on this performance that really just draws you in and helps you to, break away from our very limited understanding of life itself and just allows us to explore the ideas of other worlds and other planes of existence through just the appreciation of the material world itself. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's kind of an asshole, I've heard, just
Ambrose kind of like nods along, uh, and he says, "Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this food stuff could really open my third eye." Holy shit! Is that Nigel Mayhew?
yeah, I think it is. I didn't know he was here. I feel like Claude would have told me. Huh.
I want to go
I
see if I can talk to him. I want to get him on. I want to get him as a guest on my podcast.
All right. Um, why am I choosing how to read things? That's fair. Muffy, I just remembered who he was. Um, yeah, do you want me to come with you? I mean, I just finished up. I don't know if you're going to eat yours, but I mean, I could probably stretch my legs a little bit and
Uh, I mean, sure.
great. And just like scarfs the rest of his down and just kind of like drags your plate over and like stacks it on top of his for later.
Oh, I'm okay.
Well, I assumed you said you liked the guac, so I didn't. Cool. Let's go talk to Nigel.
Christ.
You did this to yourself, Aaron.
It's fair. Yes, you go to table two. Not it is in fact Nigel Mayhew. He is waved around here with frosted tips and lovely smile. Obviously, you know him from his titular role, not titular role, iconic role as Xavier on Buffy the Zombie Killer.
Yo, man.
As you're walking up, you overhear a snippet of his conversation with his entourage, which is just a bunch of yuppie yes men. Um, as Nigel is like, "Oh, Claude and I go way back. We're besties." He was hanging around in my theater days, actually. And then you walk up and he turns to you. He's like, "Oh, uh, can I help you? I don't think this is the proper venue to do autographs, to be honest, but
Oh, yeah, that's totally chill. I was actually looking to do some networking, you know? Uh, my name's Ambrose Goldberg. I'm the host of the Debunk Trunk, where we go over supernatural quote unquote occurrences and we debunk them from the eyes of like an actual spiritualist, you know?
he kind of nods along like, "Oh, I'm actually trying to get out of the whole Muffy the zombie slayer thing." Uh,
Well, this could be great for that. You could voice your disinterest in it and your skepticism in the content. And that could be like a good way to kind of break away from that sort of cycle.
Give me the Madeline me with presents.
The worst thing I've ever done.
Besides you talking about the tostadas and the guac.
Listen, I was proud of that.
Okay.
It was good. It was just also awful. Good
So
awful.
I've got a +0 on this bad boy.
Get awful.
That's going to be 8.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put it out there right now. I'm gonna mark the track as part of the complication for that mixed result.
Oh
Okay.
Um,
man.
we'll cut back over to Derek now. You say that to Claude, and Claude nods along, and he's just like, "Did you know that in my parents' obituaries, they were described as loving and dutiful parents?" That's your clue. Print media is the biggest lie and farce we've ever had in this country. You're muted, chaotic.
Say a word. I just made a face.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Fair enough. I made a face too.
A, a face is worth 1,000 words, don't you know?
yeah, I think I think that with like that sort of like sort of as a sort of like lack of a better word hint as to oh oh yeah it's the sort of the print is unreliable. I think like Derek can't help himself but make a sort of face at that because like uh, it's this is sort of again a reference back to like a previous argument in which they sort of argued the merits of like an oral tradition versus sort of the written word about how things regardless of how it's recorded gets degraded over time, whether it's through physicality, and if it's not made up from passing of tongues from one person to another, they will write things that are different, and like the written word. Claude, the written word, is representative of the moment, not the past, not the future, but the now, what feelings are, even if it is factually untrue, it represents something greater, the emotions that are felt. Just because you wouldn't describe them as beautiful doesn't mean that others wouldn't.
A dish transcends the written word. It can show you both past, present, and future. And his finger traces one of his very sharp knives that are sitting in front of him.
Mhm.
I think I'd like the day move.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you afraid will happen if you fail to lose your nerve?
I'm afraid that Claude is going to stab me. Because like I was because of my heavy implication that his parents were genuinely nice people, just not to him because they didn't love him.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. I think composure feels good here.
Oh, I suppose this is a good of a moment as Eddie, and I'm gonna bring out my tin of caviar because I did say earlier that I intended to give it to him as a gift, and it's just like, yes, I suppose that is correct in its own way. That's food can perhaps even remedy the past, and I present the tin of caviar.
Beautiful. Go ahead and roll advantage.
Yeah, that is 8.
Okay. Um, I think what I'm gonna do is give you a condition. Uh, we're gonna call it Dark Fate. Unless you'd like to, turn the key, perhaps. Claude's
Uh,
hand Claude's hand lingers on the knife and then leaves it to grab the caviar, and he looks at it just like, I didn't think you had decent taste in food.
hmm. Well, we cooked by side for a time. It'd be hard not to pick up anything.
He nods slowly.
I think I gonna continue to just wander around the kitchen, seeing like what sort of like subsections there are because like there is like the main floor, but then there's like very storage spaces. Uh, like where do they keep like the potatoes, whatnot, the ingredients and whatnot. Because like maybe I can figure out what sort of meals are upcoming from what's being stored here because I doubt this restaurant is intending to open after all the death.
Yeah, there's obviously like the walk-in, which is
Mm-hmm.
the frozen slash refrigerated part of the kitchen, and there's dry storage as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which would you like to go to?
Uh, dry storage.
Okay. Um, Claude kind of like he's got like he watches you walk into the kitchen but doesn't move to impede you. I'm not gonna make you make another day move
Mm-hmm.
because you already did. I think that's good enough to get you in the kitchen for now.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Besides, Claude knows that I wouldn't touch anything that
yeah.
doesn't truly belong to me.
Yeah, so there's ass tons of canned goods and some freshly baked bread. Uh, there's a bunch of like bins full of stuff overhead, and ladders and step stools to reach it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's paint the scene. What do the staff keep hidden away, tucked behind cans of pickled vegetables or sacks of potatoes?
I think there are pictures of family members.
Dark.
Mhm. I think like there is the personal storage of various cooks within the team, like sort of a like a packet of cigarettes, some playing cards, um, and a yo-yo, things to pass the time during shifts of like when things are slow in the kitchen, when they're waiting for people to finish up their meals.
Um, I think there's a wrapped, unopened pack of Cuban cigars, just waiting to be used in the right occasion.
Yeah, I think with Derek just taking a look around this type of area, I think the photos really stand out, and I would like to take a closer look to see like, do I recognize anyone in them? Because like it wasn't actually declared who the photos are of in terms of family members. Is it
Hmm.
us, or is it of Claude's own family?
Um, yeah, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we'll say it's medley move with reason.
Mm-hmm.
I do think you're gonna get disadvantaged because you are alone in like the dry goods area.
And it's I have a dark fate.
Yes.
Okay, that is a 4.
Excellent. We'll come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's come back over to Ambrose and Daniel. Ambrose, as you're talking to Nigel, you notice you're only like you just happen it happens to catch your eye. Um, you see this like slight seam on his forehead, and you realize this is a man wearing a wig, and you know for a fact Nigel does not wear a wig. His hair is all natural. So your clue is this evidence that whoever this is has falsified their identity as Nigel.
I think that on noticing this, Ambrose is going to kind of furrow his brow and go, "Wait a minute. You're not Nigel Mayhew."
Uh,
Like, that's a wig. And it's not even as good as Nigel's actual hair. Like, the way that he swooshes it, you can't recreate.
yeah, this is definitely a complication. Ambrose did it to himself.
Oh no.
I'm gonna ask for the day move now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Daniel is
Uh,
just like appalled. He does not know what to say.
Let's I suppose with presents. What do you afraid will happen if you fail to lose your nerve?
uh, I'm afraid that the entourage is going to, like, prevent me from interacting with imposter Nigel any further.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's a 3. Oh boy.
Oh
Uh,
boy.
before I hear what happens to Ambrose here, Daniel, what do you do before this goes down?
Um, I uh oh. Is there like I don't know any um my brain can think of words. The entourage, are they like giving anything away that like they're about to make a move or something on
Yes,
Ambrose or
all
okay.
of their eyes are on Ambrose. Like it is
Okay.
very obvious something's about to go down.
Um Let me see if I have anything. Okay. None of this would particularly help me in the moment. I guess Daniel may just try to like pull Ambrose like away, like try to get him like out of there
I'll say
before.
you can't do anything about the
Oh
results of
no.
this roll.
That's
Like
fair. Okay. I mean, I guess I mean Daniel's probably just gonna get ready to like bolt back to his table if things go bad. I mean, it's kind of like a Daniel was basically ready to kind of like ask Nigel like everything he knew about Claude just to like get more information, but just that the realization that this might be someone that was lying. I don't know, Daniel feels just kind of like betrayed. Like, how dare someone come into Claude's space like this and, pretend to be someone else and enjoy this evening. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
okay.
I'm not sure.
So yeah, the rest of the table rises as one. And someone who bears a family resemblance to Nigel puts his hand on your chest, Ambrose, and is like, I think you're done bothering my brother for this evening. Why don't you go back to your table?
Daniel's just like, come
Uh-huh.
on, Ambrose, let's go back. I'm sure they're going to serve the next course soon. I mean,
Ambrose kind of like raises his hands and does the backing away thing. It's like, okay, whoa, relax. You and your fake brother enjoy your meals.
I am gonna mark the track too as well, I
no,
think, as part
no,
of this.
no. We only
Hmm.
have like, I don't even know how many clues we
We have
have.
three clues. We can get it. We can get
Okay.
a plus
Yeah.
one on this.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can try to
Okay.
answer it.
Okay. Where are you writing the clues down on
Yes.
N-
something, Aaron?
I am
Okay,
not,
I can.
no. That's
Oh.
We
player business.
No,
yeah
I didn't know if
yeah it's in the character keeper.
we don't have it pulled
Oh,
up.
yeah. So for like just to recap on clues, we have Daniel thinks that Claude won't hurt anyone. Um, Claude's parents were described as dutiful in their obituary, and someone is pretending to be Nigel Mayhew.
Hmm.
And we have to answer what it was the first instance of loss in Claude's childhood.
Good luck.
Uh,
I
I think I got
I
it.
I mean I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Like I'm working on.
Let's
uh,
hear
I'm
it, Steph.
curious yeah.
I have an evil theory, so I'm going to
I want to
hold off.
hear both of y'all's theories because I don't have a fully formed idea yet.
Okay. So, I think to answer the question right away, the first instance of loss in Claude's childhood was let me double check safety.
Oh
Yeah,
God, that's a
we're good.
great thing to hear when we answer a
That's
question.
that's me a lot of times. Like, let me check safety real quick.
Uh,
I'm about to say
uh
some evil shit.
Oh my God.
we're
I
good
think
to.
that it was his older brother who died tragically. Uh Claude's parents being described as dutiful in their obituaries was more so talking about how dutiful they were to their older son, and how great of parents they were, and how how much they loved their son, uh, who died such a tragic death. Uh, and the person pretending to be Nigel Mayhew is uh, someone that um, Claude has hired to be able to pretend to be other people so that he can pretend that he's his older brother.
Okay.
So at some point,
Okay.
this pretender is going to come out and like take off the wig and be like, "I'm Claude's lost older brother,"
Okay.
and it's going to be like this whole thing where uh, he has to die in front of everyone to showcase like the
Oh,
tragedy of the loss.
okay, like the chef. Okay. Interesting.
So,
And I think that Daniel thinking Claude won't hurt anyone is uh, enforced here by like. No, I don't think that one works actually.
I can take a swing at it.
mhm.
Chaotic, unless you had something.
So yeah, like there's a few things where it's just like okay, like I'm glad that you and I are on the same wavelength about like oh yeah, there is a dead child in play here. Uh, so I think the dead child I think was Claude's best friend Nigel Mayhew,
That's what I was gonna say.
uh,
Yeah.
uh who died in childhood. Uh, Claude's parents were very like remorseful because like I think Claude was with Nigel when Nigel died. I think it was probably like a childhood accident and like probably like a drowning or something of that nature. Uh and I think for the most part, I think the sort of to help incorporate that Daniel doesn't think that Claude would hurt anyone. I think this is just reminiscent of the past where Claude was blamed for the death of Nigel. Even his parents blamed him. However, Claude wasn't actually at fault. It was genuinely an accident. Like, kids should be swimming in lakes unsupervised, you know? Um, so I think just to like the guy pretending to be Nigel is just to like create a what if scenario. What if we could truly change the past with food? What if we could have a meal with those who've been lost? Magic, I want your thoughts.
I no, that's really good. I think that like my idea for why Daniel thinks Claude wouldn't hurt anyone was kind of tying back into Steph's idea as far as like using other people to kind of like hurt themselves in service of Claude, like using um this guy dressed as Nigel Mayhew's death to hammer his point, to like emphasize it, and that like he will use like just to further kind of emphasize that he will use other people for his own personal gain, the way he used each of the morsels. And but I really do like like not being like being blamed for the
Oh,
accident, and that's why.
okay. So the Daniel thinking Claude won't hurt anyone comes in and is like, yeah, Claude's not doing anything. They're all doing it to themselves.
Exactly, exactly,
Mhm,
exactly. Yeah,
And that's why Daniel, because Claude was like, no, I'm not going to hurt anyone.
mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
Okay.
yeah. I like that a lot.
All right, that was pretty collaborative on everyone's part. So whoever wants to roll.
Um, I'll do it if I can find my dice. Okay,
So
so it's a plus
to
three.
be clear, the one that, no, it's a +1.
+1.
Uh,
Oh, plus one. I can't do
the
math.
answer that we're going with is that it was that Nigel Mayhew that was a child actor
Mhm.
and died in a swimming accident, or is this
Yes.
like a different Nigel? Like, there's a just happens to be a famous Nigel Mayhew and a Nigel Mayhew that was also named.
Hmm.
think just to prevent like any confusions, I think it's probably the same Nigel. Like whatever. Like we have the current fake actor Nigel Mayhew, who's just performing as that identity.
Got it.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because like it helps like be reincorporated with the idea of just like of just like the everyone here, all the morsels are takers. Like who is like why did everyone get invited to like this thing, and why are they getting punished?
Yeah.
Bye.
So like
I like that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, nice. Okay, so I rolled a 7, so +1 is an 8.
mhm.
Okay.
So
So
the
there'll be a complication.
Mhm.
Um, but we will move on to the next course. And I think just because this is obviously going to be more than one episode, let's pause it there because
Yeah,
you'll have time to think about the questions too, and then we can get Ginger in for the second course as like a late arrival or something. I think that'll be good.
at another table.
Or that, yeah.
yeah.
All right. Let's hop into Stars Wishes then.
Um, Chaotic, I really love how you can kind of just have this energy, like, I don't know, just really intense and like driving your point home and like these monologues that you'll do sometimes. So I just love that whole scene with Quad. Um, I really like feel like I'm there in the moment. It's very evocative. Um, S Steph, you're nailing the dude bro podcaster. It's great. I love it. It's such a foil to my character. Um, I love the debunk trunk. That's terrible. I hate it.
Cursed.
Um,
Cursed as
yeah,
shit.
no, curse is shit. Yeah. Aaron, yeah, I love the menu. Like as soon as I found out Wes wrote this, I wanted to play it so bad or run it or something.
Same. Same.
So I'm very hype. Yeah, I'm very hype. Um, Wishes, I want to see how wacky it gets. I know it's not gonna have some of the stuff in the movie because, just the way that games and movies work and such, but I want to see how far I guess we can push the chef's table into, you
I,
know,
I mean, Steph's
depravity and
pushing it into
wacky.
Eldritch Horror already, so
That's
like
true. That's
we've
true.
already
Yeah.
we've
I do want to
already
see what Steph does with that. I want to see what Ambrose does. I love it. I want to see more. So yeah.
God, but Steph, this is a foil to Amber.
yeah.
Damn, damn. I thought I was being I was like taking this into an unhinged place, but no. My character's normal apparently. I Yes. I love how Daniel is still in the food industry, and it's just like it's not really been declared as to like what sort of cook Claude is, but after like there is like a slight implication that he's like high end restaurant type of deal, and it's just like the contrast between Daniel just being like like very grounded, like, oh, I love wraps. I have a food truck that's centered around wraps, and it's like damn.
It's parked outside right now. You want one?
Yeah, yeah. Just like right. I have not seen the menu. However,
Oh, chaotic. You need to remedy that. That's so good.
yeah. However, like I have I've heard enough about it. I have a very sort of implication of just like the sort of sheer intensity of it, the prestige, as it were. So like I wanted to emulate those vibes.
It's deeply funny too. It's
Hmm.
extremely funny.
Yeah, I kind of figured that with like how the chef's table is written, also really like has very comedic elements to it. It's just like I'm just like even now it's just like, oh yeah, someone is pretending to be Nigel Mayhew, famous actor from television.
Okay, yeah, did you say quote I got
Who died in
like
childhood.
Who died in childhood, and then some
2000?
random ass other person decided to take his identity to become like a mainstream TV actor. Like, who does that? That's ridiculous. Um, uh, I, Aaron, I just love Claude. He feels he doesn't feel evil, but at the same time, like I don't trust him. He's gonna kill me.
I mean,
Uh,
if you don't answer all these questions, he's certainly going to.
yeah, I also love the fact that we started out with the clue of that Claude won't hurt anyone. Hilarious.
It's great. It's great.
Wishes that we can meet on a regular schedule and get started right away. I I I tried to be patient, but I'm just like, oh, I want to play games.
Fair.
Mhm,
No, that was me.
I will say there's a chaotic period in my life coming up, so that's gonna cause havoc with scheduling
mhm.
because moving's always fun. Moving cross country is
Those
even funner.
Oof.
moving into a house is even funner, which I will do very soon.
Yeah.
But I can go. Uh Steph, yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna echo what everyone said. The dude bro thing is peak. Especially love the absolute unhinged choice to call out the imposter immediately. Didn't keep it in your pocket like, oh, fake. Got it. Nope. Right now. Perfect. Peak. Um Magic, I love you're hitting the Nicholas Hoult beat so good. Like it's was I was really impressed at like the level of improv of your tostada comments with the guac and shit. It was really good.
I was bullshitting so hard, I had no idea what I was going on about.
It worked. I mean, I think that's kind of the
Uh,
energy of Nicholas Holt's character, right? Is it's just
yes.
pure stream of bullshit that sounds like it means something.
Yep.
Speaking of chaotic, I love the Eric's just like spinning this fucking tail in front of Claude to Claude. It was like you're weaving your own spider web for Claude, which is very funny because like it's like a web within a web because he's built a web for you. It was yeah, it was good. I loved it. It was a great scene. Um let me hop into Claude right away too, very easily. Like I slipped right in. It was great. Um, Wishes, yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting everyone here. Because I'm sure Ginger's gonna have. Oh, I don't know what unhinged shit
Oh,
Ginger's gonna do, but I'm sure it's
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
unhinged.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what unhinged shit Ginger brings to the table, as it were.
mhm.
Yep.
And that leaves me. Uh, for Aaron, I really uh love the way that you portrayed Claude. I thought that he's very like not not soft spoken, but very like I can't think of the word, but he speaks in a way that seems nice, but it really is just not at all. And it's not passive aggressive either.
I was going
But
for
the one that we're
sinister,
talking
like just
about
this
is
like
That's
sinister
yeah.
edge,
amongst
not like
the
cartoonishly evil, but there's this like, I don't like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was picking up on that perfectly. It was really good.
Yeah.
Uh, for magic, I really love Daniel's uh like going off about the tostadas and trying desperately to like say something to Ambrose and Ambrose just being like, "Yeah, man, guacamole."
I think that
I
was my
thought
favorite scene. That was my favorite scene, I think.
I
It's like,
thought
I'm
that
just
was
here for the
pretty good.
guacamole.
Uh like I
I
really
was
like having a character that knows what they're talking about and then a character that doesn't. Good shit.
Uh,
Uh for chaotic, I am very interested. Like Derek also seems kind of sinister,
no, my house
and
would
I'm
have
excited to see how that continues to evolve and to see where like what his evil is and what he's about, and to see what kind of fucked shit he gets up to. Uh, as far as wishes go, I am uh, hopefully we get to play next week also. That's where I'm at.
yeah.
yeah.
If you give us a couple
Uh,
All right.
seconds, we can do
a
that
self-serving
information.
star. I am very glad that we are also not only echoing the main campaign through our characters, but also echoing through our answer the
It's
question
Zillow,
with like
and
focusing on
also
childhood and
I should
whatnot.
have the loan,
Specifically
like
with
the loan
childhood
officer.
drowning. That it's just like, oh,
Yeah, let me find it.
it was a little bit of accident, but then I saw it and I was just like, oh, we could make that intentional. So like, I'm damn
Yeah, it's good stuff.
good shit.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna kill the recording.